The handsome Monkey King on his raft was eager to find a teacher. Some days later, the wind blew him to the shore of the southern continent. One day, the handsome king reached the shores of the southern sea. He saw some people moving around. He went up to them and found that they were busy fishing and making nets. When they saw him, they were so scared they dropped the baskets and nets and fled. The Monkey King grabbed one of them who was a slow runner, took his clothes and dressed himself in them so that he looked like a human. He swaggered towards the marketplace. The handsome Monkey King was very clever. When he was with people, he peered around and took an interest in everything. He soon learned to walk, talk, and behave like a human. He went to many towns and villages before he realized 8 or 9 years have passed. Although he asked about immortal gods and Buddhas, the Monkey King was unable to meet one. He was very worried about this, and when one day he reached the great and western ocean, he thought that there must be immortals on the other side of it. He made himself another raft and floated across the western ocean until he came to the western continent. In the distance he saw mountains and cliffs. Then he heard singing and chopping coming from the depths of the forest. He went ashore and met a woodcutter. "Old Immortal, your disciple, greets you," he said. The woodcutter replied, "No, no, 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 no. I don't even have enough to eat or drink. You can't call me an immortal." The Monkey King asked the woodcutter to show him where the immortals lived. The woodcutter said, "Not far from here is the cave of the setting moon and the 3 stars, where an immortal called the Patriarch Sabuti lives. If you follow that path south for 2 or 3 miles, you'll reach his home." The Monkey King left the woodcutter and went deep into the mountains. The Monkey King crossed a hill and saw a cave. The doors were closed. He turned around and noticed there was a stone tablet carved in enormous letters: "Spirit Tower, Heart Mountain, Cave of the Setting Moon and the 3 Stars." The Monkey King was delighted, but did not dare to knock on the door. He climbed to the end of a pine branch and ate some pine nuts. After a while, the doors of the cave opened with a creak, and an immortal boy came out. The Monkey King scrambled down from the tree. The boy asked, "Have you come to ask about the way and study under the immortals?" "Yes," said the Monkey King. "Our master has just mounted the dais to teach the way," said the boy. "He told me to take you in. Will you come with me?" The Monkey King tidied himself up and followed the boy in. In the depths of the cave there was beautiful flowers, majestic pavilions, towers of red jade, pale palaces, cowrie gateways, silent rooms, and secluded cells. After passing all of these, he reached a jasper dais. The Patriarch Sabuti was sitting on the dais, and several dozen immortal boys were standing on either side. The Monkey King bowed and said, "Master, I have crossed the oceans and traveled over 10 years to reach here. Would you, in your mercy, take me as your student, your disciple?" The Patriarch opened his eyes slowly and asked with a smile, "Where are you from? What's your name?" "I come from the water-curtained cave on the mountain of flowers and fruit in the land of Aulai in the eastern continent," said Monkey. "I have neither name nor parents. I was born from a stone. Could you give me a name?" The Patriarch said, "Walk around for a moment and let me have a look at you." The Monkey King leaped to his feet and shambled around a couple of times. The Patriarch smiled and said, "You have rather an ugly body, and you look like one of the monkeys that eat pine nuts. So I ought to give you a name that fits your appearance. I will call you Sun Wukong. Will that do?" "Marvelous, marvelous. 很好, 很好," said the Monkey King with a smile. He thanked the Patriarch many times. The Monkey King bowed to all the older disciples, and from then on he learned the correct ways to speak and act from them, discussed the scriptures in the way, practiced his handwriting, and burned incense. Every day he got up early and went to bed late. He studied really hard.